course of action. Let the fundamental core of your reaction be to outwork and outperform every last one of them.
With success in life comes more haters. Don't make them hurt your feelings. Use them for fuel. Use them for energy. In times of need, put them on the fucking mental Rolodex in your mind. And when you don't want to do shit, roll through your brain. Pull up that motherfucker that you need. That person who said you couldn't do something. Weren't fast enough, good enough, smart enough, whatever the fuck it may be. Use it for energy. Instead of killing them with kindness, torch them with fucking success. In life, we have to continue pushing past the odds. Use everything this world has to give you for fuel.
Shit get real strange when people start thinking that your life, all of the things, the antics and perks and highlights of your life is their life. For all of you folks out there that's losing sleep, I'm 2,500 flights or even more into this life and lifestyle that I earned. You never allow anybody to make you feel bad about being so blessed when you've worked your ass off to get it. You decided all the clubs, partying, hanging out, popping bottles with models and all that shit, that ain't for me. I'm gonna be out here running in the hot sun, practicing, playing basketball, shooting on weekends while everybody else is clubbing and hanging out. You got your focus right. These are the type of people that I can connect to and identify. It doesn't matter if you think I'm a bigger star or I got more money. I respect any motherfucker that wakes up every day and work their ass off to live their life and lifestyle. It's not that I'm above opinions. It's not that I'm bigger, greater, or more significant than anybody. But you will never make me feel bad about being this blessed when I've worked my ass off to get here. What you got going on with your life, homie? Who are you? Huh? You're still alive, but you're waking up every day and going to sleep, not doing nothing with your life and your time. But yet, you hate and you're jealous and you're envious and got a problem with everybody else and everybody else's blessed life. But you ain't doing shit. So I'm sending this message out there to all of the men and the women who work their ass off every fucking day. Whether you're a multi-millionaire, whether you just got a couple thousand in your account or even a couple of hundred, that's your money. You worked your ass off for it. Don't lose no sleep over these haters, man. The reason they got a problem with your life is because they don't have a life. The reason why they paying so much attention to all of the amazing and wonderful things you got going on with your life and your career is because they don't have one.
First and foremost, the thing I want y'all to understand, I would never let a circumstance or a situation define my life. I have been working my whole life. And what I didn't understand, by being determined to chase something, by being committed to it, commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood that you have set it in has left. You see, people think commitment is saying, yes, I'll do it on the days when it feel good. But I have been committed to everything that I ever started in my life, and I never quit it. And so by being committed to everything that I started, I finished it. It built a certain type of spirit. It built a certain type of individual. And so now I couldn't quit even if I wanted to. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I had too much sweat equity in my life and everything that I was doing. I understood the process is more important than the product. It wasn't about the outcome for me, but I was going to fall in love with that process because I understood by falling in love with that process, it was going to turn me into a machine. You see, a lot of people need things to get motivated. I don't need anything but breath in my body and life.
To be focused, to be committed. That is something we don't see anymore. You have people that come to work, they take a job, they're not committed to the job, they want the check. I'm just here for the check. That's why it's not going to work for you. But if you're not willing to give at least as good as you get, it will not last. But you've never been the person that you could be because the could be is locked up behind commitment. And until you're committed, you'll never get the could be. You know what I thought to myself? I thought I would hate to live and die and never know what would happen if I ever committed myself to anything. You've had 1 foot in and 1 foot out of every dream all of your life, and you've never seen what you could be if you ever really connected and threw everything. And that's what's gonna make your death so sad, is that you never lived first. You never fully studied. You never fully invested in anything. You want to get something that you are not willing to give, but you've never seen what you could be if you threw your whole self at your dream. Reciprocity. What do you give back for what you get? And you're running out of time and running out of excuses. Wonder what would have happened in school if you'd been committed. Wonder what would have happened in your marriage if you'd have really thrown your whole self. You've always been casual and never been committed. Your whole life is a facade. The whole thing is a fake. And now you're getting older and you'll never get to see what you could have been because of cost in the commitment that you've never been willing to pay. Half studied, half worked, and then wonder why I thought I'd be further than I am at the age. It is not the devil, it is not demons, and it's sure God ain't haters, because you have never thrown your whole self at anything in your life. And you think greatness goes on sale. But true quality never goes on sale.
Promise yourself you'll read the books until your skills change. You'll practice it until you develop the skill. Never give up until, however long that is. Step by step, piece by piece, go for it. Don't miss the chance to grow. Then you'll discover some of life's best treasures when you pay that price.
God's up to some amazing stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, as you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams. As we look at all that's going on, here's what we know. God is up to some amazing stuff. Because in this thing called life, it's about handling and transforming ourselves to accommodate the disruptions of life. As you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams. What's most important is just keep focused that your faith is a down payment on your future. Come on, somebody. Focus on your faith, not your problems. Focus on your faith, not your bills. Focus on keeping yourself strong, because the problems and challenges, they will always be there. If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's a part of life. Keep this in mind. Good quote. When things go wrong, don't go with them. Hello? There are things that's going to happen. Sometimes people will snap on you. I'm on the elevator and they clearly, you can only have 4 people on there at a time. Then there's a guy going to run and jump on there to be the 5th person. That's excuse me, sir. You see these spots here? You're not supposed to be in the middle of us. He looked at us and waved his hand. And I'm saying to myself, you about to make me lose my mind. And he's one of those people that aggravate me who wear their mask beneath their nose. And I said, hey, homie, you better pull that up. Do you hear me? So in this place where we are, it's a special time. What are the talents? What are the skills? What are the ideas that you can be working on right now that can change your life? A lot of people spend all kind of TV time and watching old fights and sporting events. But this is no time to be a fan. Listen to me. Listen to me. You have something special. I believe that we all have built-in greatness, but most people don't take the time to put in the effort and the time to discover that greatness. And if you don't focus, if you don't put in the effort, if you don't work it, it doesn't work. And I say to you, this time where we are, God is up to some amazing stuff. There's a reckoning going on. Things are being exposed. The sheet, the curtain is being pulled back. It's going to take everything in you. It's going to take everything in you. Take no prisoners. And if you have this kind of mindset, even if you don't have two pennies to rub together, even if you're going through foreclosure, even if you've had your car repossessed, all that, it doesn't mean anything. What matters most, not what happens to you, but what happens in you. Do what you have to do to reach your goal, to change your life. Do what you have to do. And see, a lot of people don't want to do what they have to do. You know what they don't want to do? They don't want to work, so they prefer to suffer. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. You are more than a conqueror. When you focus on the possibilities, when you focus and put your energy on working on finding a solution, as Willie Jolly would say, a setback is a setup for a comeback. You have comeback power. You have greatness in you. And your circumstances, your situation, that does not determine it. That's why we are told, judge not according to appearances. There is mindsight and there is eyesight. People who have mindsight, they call forth those things that be not. They live out of their imagination and not their history. Your faith is a down payment on your future. Keep the faith even as things are going on right now with all the divisiveness, with all the lies. Keep the faith, baby, and social distancing. Oh, keep the faith. You were born to do great things.
You see, the thing we have to understand about everything that we're a part of, first and foremost, it's a blessing by God. And when it's a blessing, you can't help but to give everything you got to it. I got spared my life. Almost died. The doctor came to me on the field, grabbed my wrist, and he said, son, you don't have a pulse. I don't even know how you're still living. Said, sorry, Inky Johnson, you will never be able to use this arm and hand again in your life, but I will use this arm and this hand every day for the rest of my life by the way that I live my life. Every day I'm going to empower someone. Every day I'm going to inspire someone. Every day I'm going to encourage someone. Don't ever pass up an opportunity to be of encouragement to other people. Don't ever pass up an opportunity to empower someone. Don't ever pass up an opportunity to show someone love, because the thing about it, my wound, like you can see this, my wound is visible, but it's a lot of people in this room that are wounded, and it's internal. Because sometimes the thing about life always comes along when we make up our mind to try to distract us. But truth be told, we all know that we're stronger together. Alone can do nothing. Together, unstoppable, can change the world.